NCAA Football 12 demo is here, and it's important that it provides gamers a positive impression of the game, considering the fact that it had no presence on the E3 show floor earlier this month. Although this year's demo isn't as ambitious as last year's, the demo features two separate matchups, Alabama at Florida State and Oregon at Texas, and highlights several new features of the game, including HDR lighting, 3D grass, Nike Pro combat uniforms, a new collision-based tackling system, and improvements to zone defense. I'll get into the presentation and visual aspects of the demo, but let's analyze the most important part first, the new gameplay modifications. Suction tackles have plagued the game for years, and EA Sports hopes its new collision-based tackling system solves this problem. In last year's game, players would unnaturally slide towards each other before making a tackle. This year, you'll notice that tackles don't initiate until a defender makes contact with the ball carrier, which creates more realistic tackles. Since tackles are no longer initiated until direct contact is made, the timing is a bit different when attempting to lay a hit on a ball carrier. Fortunately, it's easy to adjust to the change, and the new tackling system results in a more realistic experience. Better AI zone play has also been added to shore up some of the franchise's legacy issues, which means that a linebacker or corner will now trail and shade receivers out of their zone before passing them along to the safeties. Several times throughout the demo, the linebackers and/or safeties stuck to their zone and were rewarded with a pick. However, there are also some glaring issues from past NCAA football games that still exist in the demo. Overall, the players are still a bit fast, especially on kick coverages. There's still a lot of gliding, zooming, and skating in the open field, as well as on special teams defense. Psychic defensive backs also rear their ugly head in man coverage, and there are some odd animations that pop up from time to time. In college football, team traditions are an important part of the game, and EA Sports brings those elements to NCAA Football 12. The demo features two of the most well-known traditions, the Texas Longhorns with their steer bevo, along with the Big Bertha bass drum used by the Longhorn Band, and Florida State's entrance with Chief Osceola and Renegade. Both traditions accurately represent their real-life counterparts, but it remains to be seen if the same can be said for every other school in the game. EA Sports also added a new presentation element to the in-game broadcast. With Game Track, both top and lackluster performances are highlighted throughout the game by announcers Kirk Herbstreit, Brad Nessler, and Aaron Andrews in the form of replays, stat overlays, and analysis. In my experience with the demo, only team-specific game tracks are shown after halftime, but I've heard others say they have seen player-specific game tracks as well. Other than game track and team traditions, the ESPN presentation, although done well, is pretty much the same as last year's game. The commentary hasn't changed much, and at times there are odd moments of silence. Hopefully the commentary in the full version will differ from the demo. Visually, NCAA Football 12 is a good-looking game. The new lighting system that uses different layers of exposure to reveal extra player detail adds pop to the player models. The addition of 3D grass is also a nice touch, but it's only noticeable during close-up replays. You also see more than the usual combination of sunny, overcast, afternoon, twilight, or dark skies during games, and both DKR Texas Memorial Stadium and Bobby Bowden Field at Doak Campbell Stadium are accurately represented in the demo. Compared to last year's game, for the most part, NCAA Football 12 looks and plays better. There are some issues that still plague the game, but then again, this is a demo. The full version will have to show more to give it top honors, but the potential is there with the game's new features. Well, that's it for this episode of Sports Gamer Show. If you want more content, go to the website at www.sportsgamershow.com. Make sure to like the Sports Gamer Show Facebook page and follow Sports Gamer Show on Twitter at Sports Gamer Show. I'm Rio Pacino, and we'll see you on the next show.